Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our level 56 Machinist quest. And our minion for today is the Minute Mind Flayer. Alright, Stephanivian, what are we up to today? Stephanivian seems in a cheerful mood. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder who may have returned to the guild to make us all cheerful. Ooh, and we're getting a nice party buff. Party mitigation, I guess. Greetings, Satora. Is this not a wonderful day to be a machinist? Lord Stephanivian de Helenar, you and the Sky Sylph Manufactory employees under your authority are hereby charged with fomenting insurrection. Okay, the next plan's already in place, I see. Or next plot, rather. Insurrection? My dear sir, I have fomented nothing of the sort. You stand accused of arming commoners with weapons of war and discharging said weapons within the locality of the Broom. Technically, part of that did happen, but I'm not gonna say that to the cop. Ah, that little scene when we liberated Joy's father. Henceforth, the manufactory shall remain under Temple Knight surveillance. Should you fail to refute the accusations against you within the allotted time, punishment may include seizure of your workshop and imprisonment for all those deemed accomplices to the crime. The Fury take that, smirking fox. Tettlegrinch knew we would attempt a rescue. Once they set their sights on something, them Temple Knights are like a bandersnatch with a bone. You'd best say farewell to your workshop. They'll not take my manufactory. I will think of something. Yeah, this is quite the problem indeed, isn't it? Once they said... you already said that? How could they have twisted me dad's rescue into an act of insurrection? Because they're corrupt. That Tettlegrinch bastard's always 2 steps ahead. Yeah, he really wants us gone, it seems. It's difficult to prove the truth of something one has not done. Mayhap the wiser course would be to provide evidence of Tettlegrinch's wrongdoing. He's a clever bastard though, that one. You might try. But I'd best not overstep my bounds. My contract's almost done in any case, and I'll be moving on no matter what happens to the workshop. Our instructor, he sure doesn't like to get involved. As for me, I'll see if I can find any strings connecting the House's mail to their crimes. The Forgotten Knight should be a good place to start. I don't know what I'd do without the workshop. I'll see if I can get some folks talking. And that leaves you and me, Satora. I believe I shall remain here in the manufactory to occupy the gaze of the Temple Knights, whilst you aid Celesto with his inquiries. Alright, let's go figure out how the hell we're gonna prove our own innocence. Unfortunately, we did in fact fire weapons in the Broom, so we can't refute that part of it, and it is extremely difficult. The best we can hope for is Joy's father testifying, but that's not necessarily going to actually help with anything. They could easily say that since he's related to a member of the manufactory, he would be lying. Unfortunately, Ishgard's a corrupt state! So yeah, finding a way to get Tettlegrinch proven to be the actual culprit behind the kidnapping would probably be the best course of action. I appreciate you coming out, Satora. It's a bit hard planning out in the workshop, but with the Temple Knight's eyeball in our every move. We should be able to talk freely in here, though. Do you recall that bloke as was standing guard over Joy's dad? Aye, Fradio is his name. He took the marksmanship with a passion and hadn't missed a single day of training. Not until today. I got suspicious, of course, and decided to pay a visit to his home. Right away you could see the door had been kicked in, so I went inside and had me a proper look. That's when I found a ragged feather just lying there on the floor amidst the bits of broken furniture. If I wanted to keep my hands clean, then maybe I'd hire me some thugs from out of town to do for poor Fradio. Thugs what might otherwise make a living poaching wild chocobos. I suggest you talk to Lord Stephanivian and take a trip out to Tailfeather. I'll keep poking around here in the city and see what else crawls out of the stonework. You think poachers? Okay. At the very least, that would be 2 people we could get to testify on our behalf. One who was kidnapped and one who was standing watch over the kidnapped. That would strengthen our case quite considerably. And Fradio would be able to testify about Tettle specific actions. This may be our best lead. If we can track down the man who first employed Fradio, then we shall have a solid link to House the Mail. Let us waste no time. Onwards to the Ravanian Forelands and to Tailfeather. Alright then, off we go. So then, where might Fradio be being held? Oh, Joy's made it as well, nice. Good news, Adora. I've spoken with some few of these hunter fellows, and they told me a trio of ruffians have passed through here dragging a man matching Fradio's description. We shall scour the forest of the south if you will look to the north. Do not wait for us. Should you find these ruffians, then pray confront them ere Fradio comes to further harm. Alright, let's get into slightly better clothing for the weather here. And off to the north, you say? Knowing our luck, it's gonna be me who finds Fradio. Alright, where are you? There you are, and they got you tied up good. Oh dear. How did you find me? Diligence. No witnesses. Cut this one's throat as well. Ah, crap. Alright, time to take you down. Well, these guys are pathetic. How? You're still new, so I'm not going to hold this against you. But, like, how did they expect to take down anyone coming after you? My thanks. I did not expect to see another dawn. Fradio, not leaking blood, are you? Splendid, you gave us quite a scare. Forgive me, milord. Those men, they tracked me from me home. Said they'd hurt me if I didn't swear false witness to the Temple Knights. Okay. You were forced to substantiate their accusations? Then you merely need withdraw your testimony to strengthen our position. 'Twould be a boon if we were also able to provide some manner of physical evidence. A seal of House of Mail. Would explain how the ruffians who snatched Fradio were able to enter the city without challenge. Aye, this shall do nicely. I'm truly sorry, milord. All it took was one little beating for me to repay your kindness with betrayal. I'll not darken your doorstep again. What nonsense! You hardly had a choice in the matter. Continue your training in the manufactory, however, and you'll become more than a match for thugs such as these. Even without a noble's wealth or prestige, a common man can earn himself independence. You'll see that a machinist's firearm is for more than just shooting dragons. It can help set you free. His lordship's vision will change Ishgard for the better. Okay, and now we actually are fomenting insurrection right now at this moment with the words you have just spoken. I don't disagree with you. You are correct, but please be careful when we're trying to get out from these allegations. Come with us, Fradio. Become the spear and shield that our city needs. I'd like that. I'd like to feel like I'm worth something. We all make mistakes, my dear fellow. The trick is to learn from them and rise stronger from every defeat. Come, let us return to the manufactory. Okay, let's go clear our names. Thank goodness Fradio was the one who testified against us. That makes things so much easier. So much easier for us to get out from this. Alright, Stephanivian. Who else is hanging out around here? Just you? And I guess Sid. The tables have turned, my friend. I have submitted the evidence you found to the Temple Knights. With the aid of Fradio's testimony, we had enough proof to lodge a counter-accusation against Tettlegrinch. The wheels of justice have begun to turn, and we shall soon be free of these baseless suspicions. In the meantime, Rosenthal requested that I instruct you to remember your bleeding practice drills. Charming fellow. Alright, we got a new ability, Tactician. I believe I'm going to put it right there. And let's go over what Tactician actually does for us. Reduces damage taken by self and nearby party members by 10%. Very nice 2-minute mitigation. Very useful in raids, especially when you know that a big raid wide in particular is coming up. If you know like a raid wide that's going to need extra mitigations coming up, if you need to give the tanks or the healers just an extra moment to recover from some big hits, if you see a tank buster coming up, anytime a big hit is coming up, especially if it's going to hit multiple party members, that's the time to use Tactician. And also, it is better to use abilities than not use them. So if you're still learning a fight and you're not sure where the best place to use Tactician would be, use it on cooldown until you know, and look for an opportunity that would be better to use it, but using it is better than not using it because it'll give us at least 15 seconds of 10% less damage. That's still going to be an improvement. Cannot be stacked with Bard's Troubadour or Dancer's Shield Samba, which have similar effects. Which means if you're in a party with Bard or Dancer or both, you can actually rotate through your mitigations if needed. If those are all 2-minute mitigations, then you can, assuming they're all 2-minute cooldowns with 15-second duration, you can have one of those mitigations up for 3/8 of a 2-minute rotation. That's pretty solid. That is a pretty solid amount of mitigation. Just be sure you're coordinating with your party if you do have bards or dancers with you and you are doing something where you need to actually make use of these abilities. Alright then. With that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, the last of the side quests in the Dravanian Forelands for now, I'm going to see what I got a DM about, and I will see everyone next time for that.